Although gender equality in no way means upliftment of only females of the society, but the prolonged conditions of women has led to the belief of the act of bringing gender equality to be thought of as an act of women empowerment. Hello, this is Team Drishyam with two members, Firoz Siddiqui and myself, Vibhuti Maheshwari, and we bring to you a project of data visualization on gender equality in entrepreneurship. Gender equality is a topic of great importance in today's business world. It is when people of all gender have equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities. Gender equality is inherently linked to sustainable development and is vital to the realization of human rights for all. In a workplace, a healthy ratio of males to females is always beneficiary to an organization. Our project helps in visualizing trends of gender equality ratios over a span of years for over 35 plus countries working in various fields as entrepreneurs. Each category has been studied properly and a separate sheet has been dedicated in the project to each for proper visualization. Speaking about the dataset, which is the spine of any data related project, we have used the OECD Gender Equality in Entrepreneurship dataset provided by one of the featured third party data providers for this hackathon, named Crux Informatics. Coming on to the AWS services used, we have used the AWS Data Exchange to get access to the dataset that is being used, Amazon S3 to store our dataset, AWS Glue Crawler to crawl through the dataset and access the metadata, AWS Athena to know more about our dataset through SQL and connect it to the BI tool, AWS Quicksight for data cleaning and visualization purposes. We now come to the data schema. Originally, there were 23 attributes in the dataset that were carefully studied and analyzed for their usefulness. Using QuickSight's SPICE function, data was cleaned as needed and the dataset was reduced to 8 attributes. For getting started with the project, we first need to log in to the QuickSight account. For this, you simply need to click here and you would be redirected to this page. In the QuickSight account name, enter VIBHUTI03 and then click Continue. Now you would be asked for a username and a password. Please enter the username as capital D R I S H Y A M and for the password enter devpost with B capital, that is capital D E V P O S T 123 and then click sign in. Close the pop-up that appears and click on the first dashboard, that is Drishyam. This is how it appears. The dashboard has 4 sheets, namely legend, time series gender ratio, country-wise categorization, and the summary sheet. Legend sheet does exactly as it says. It gives us country codes and indicator codes. There are 4 visualizations in this sheet. The participation strength visualization tells us about the number of people from each country that have taken part in the survey. Now, there's an interesting thing to note here. The participation strength of each country in the survey isn't equal. Therefore, you can say that we cannot compare the actual gender count of each country, but yes, the ratios of the genders can be compared. Also, many visualizations used in the project have an added functionality of working two ways. Like here, as soon as I clicked on one part of this visualization, I got the answer in the other visualization. To bring it back to the original state, you can just click anywhere in the original visualization and it would redo what you just did. Moving on, we come to the second sheet, that is the time series gender ratio sheet. The sheet contains of mainly three visualizations that aim to analyze the gender ratio throughout a time spanning from 1976 to 2019. In the first visualization here, if I click on the peak of any of the years, we can see that the functionality that was shown in the first sheet exists here as well. I'm just resetting it. Also, there's another functionality here that if I click on any of the two genders, that is men or women, the value of that gender throughout the span of years that has been mentioned can be seen. The third sheet in the project is the country-wise categorization sheet. In this sheet, the gender ratio of various countries has been compared. The first visualization in this sheet is a bar graph visualization which shows us the value of both the genders for each country. The rest of the sheet is basically pie charts that give us the gender ratio as well as the percentage gender ratio for each country. Now, in the first visualization, if I click on any one bar of a country, that is any one gender bar of a country, I can see that I get the pie chart for only that gender. Moving on to the final sheet of our project is the summary sheet. This sheet summarizes all the work that has been done throughout the project. The major visualization here is the country names visualization. I would be using this very visualization to show you the working of all the other visualizations in this sheet. Now, in this visualization, one thing is very prominent, that the size of various country names differs. The reason behind this is that the size of the country names actually denotes the participation strength of that country in the survey. Now, if I click on any one country name, let's suppose Netherlands, we can see that I have received the female and male count for Netherlands. The next visualization here is the indicator codes with respective countries. This visualization helps me know the work fields that are prominent among the entrepreneurs of any country, in this case Netherlands. Also, I can see that when I hover over a bar of one work field, that is indicator, I get to know the count. That is, I get to know how many people are actually working in that field. The next visualization is the age-wise categorization. In this visualization, the entrepreneurs of the selected country have been categorized into two classes: 20 to 29 years old, that is youngsters, and total. The next visualization in this sheet is a gender segregation visualization. In this sheet, I get two horizontal graphs of the women and men count. That is all about the project. Thank you.